Good morning, students. We are starting with the second lesson, equations. In this lesson, we are doing some logical and mental calculations. We are solving the problems by converting arithmetical problems into algebraic equations. See the question. From which number should we subtract 7 to get 23? To which number should we subtract 7 to get 23? So we can write in numerical form. To which number should we subtract 7 to get 23? So you have to find out this number. If you subtract 7 from a number, you will get 23. So what is the number? For finding out that number, that particular number, you have to find out. What you have to do? This minus 7 will come to this side. So 23 plus 7. That means 7 should be added to 23. 7 should be added to 23. So instead of doing the subtraction, we can do addition. So by adding this number, what we will get? The number as 30. So if you minimize 30 from 7, we will get 23. The same thing we are doing in opposite method. Instead of subtraction, we are adding it. How it came? You can do like this also. A particular number you consider as x. If you subtract 7, you will get 23. You have to find out x. How do you find out? 23 written like that, and minus 7 will come to this side, so it should be plus 7. So it should be 30. So the value of x is 30. 30 minus 7, what we are getting? 23. So from which number should we subtract 7 to get 23? Which number? The answer is 30. So instead of subtraction, we are doing in the addition method. 198 subtracted from a number, make it 163. What is the number? From a number, what did you subtract? 198 is subtracted. What you are getting? 163. So 198 is subtracted from a number, make it 163. What is the number? What is the number? 163 is added with 198. How much you are getting? 361. So 198 should be added to 163 to get the number as 361. Or you can simply write 361 minus 198 is equal to 163. So 198 is subtracted from 361, we will get 163. If you do an algebraic method, x minus, we don't know the number, from a particular number 198 is subtracted, you will get 163. So what is x? 163. This 198 will come to this side, so plus 198, you will get 361. The value of x is 361. Any one method you can use it. So a number 198 is subtracted from a number, you will get 163. So what is the number? So instead of subtracting, you can do addition here. So finding out the number from 163, you have to add it. So you will get 361. To reach the answer, for getting the answer, in the above problems what we have done, instead of subtraction we have done addition. That means the inverse operation we have done. To reach the answer in the above problems, the idea of inverse operation is used. That means here it is a subtraction is used. Okay, instead of subtraction we can add the number. So that is the inverse operation. Inverse of subtraction is addition. See the question. To which number should we add 8 to get 20? For getting 20, what we have to add with 8? Which number should we add 8 to get 20? How will you find out that? The number we can find out by subtracting the first. So plus 8, if you come to this side, it will become minus. So what is the number? It is 12. For getting 20, what you have to add? 12 you have to add it. So 12 plus 8 is 20. 8 should be subtracted from 20. So instead of addition, we are doing the inverse operation. The inverse of addition is subtraction. If you do it with the help of x, so to which number should we add 8 to get 20? This is another. So from a number, if you add 8, you will get 20. So what is the value of x? So it is 20 plus 8 become minus 8 here. So it is 12. So instead of addition, we are doing the inverse, that is subtraction. Then if you understand, can you do this one? So instead of addition, you have to use subtraction. Instead of subtraction, you have to use addition. See this question. 264 added to a number, make it 452. 264 added to a number, make it 452. What is the number? 264 added to a number, will get 452. That number you have to find out. So for getting that number, what you have to do? 452 minus 264. So calculate it. How much? It is 188. So a particular number is added with 264. We will get 452. So the number you have to find out. So instead of addition, we are doing the inverse operation, that is subtraction. Or if you written like this, x is the number. That particular number x is added with 264. You are getting 452. What is x? The number you are getting by subtracting 264 from 452. So you are getting answer as 188. 6 more mark. I would have got full 100 marks in the maths test. Rajan was sad. How much mark did he actually get? It's the same thing we are saying in our home once we get the test paper, right? If you lost some mark, you will say, if you get some more mark, I would have get full. So this is one. 6 more mark and I would have got full 100 marks. That means for getting full 100 mark, 6 mark more is needed. So he didn't get full 100 mark, but he got less 6 mark. So what is the actual mark? We can calculate now. So Rajan got some mark that is less than 6 mark from 100. So how much is that? So he had more 6 more mark. If he have get, he should get 100. So from a particular number, if he add 6, we will get 100. So what is that number? It's equal to 100 minus 6. What is that? 94. So if he had the real mark he got is 94. And what he said, if he get 6 more mark, he would have get full 100 mark. The maths test paper is for 100 mark, and he got 6 mark less than 100. That means what is the actual mark he got? 94. So 6 more mark he would have got, he will get 100. Means that particular number you have to find out. That means he didn't get 100 mark. He have got the mark less than 100. That means how much less? It is 6 mark less than 100. So what is the actual mark? 94. So instead of addition, we are doing the subtraction. So you do in the algebraic form. Do yourself. Next question. Mother gave 60 rupees to Lissy for buying the books. Mother gave Lissy 60 rupees. After buying, she gave back 13 rupees to his mother. Gave back 13 rupees. And how much money did she buy books? The price of book we have to find out. How much money mother gave? 60. And how much is the amount left after buying? 13. So we can find out the price of the book. How will you find out? How much is mother given? 60. How much is the amount left? 13. So what is the price of the book? Find out. 47 rupees. So the price of the book is 47, and mother gave 60. The amount left is 13. See again. Mother gave 60 rupees for buying the books, and after buying, the shopkeeper given 13 rupees as balance. So what is the actual price of the book? So total money he get is 60, and after buying books she got 13 rupees left. And how much is the price of the book? This you have to find out. Only find out 60 minus 13, it is 47. So the price of the book is 47 rupees. Good morning, students. See the question. In a company, the manager's salary is 5 times that of a peon. The manager gets 40,000 rupees a month. How much does peon gets a month? So the manager's salary is given here. You have to find out the salary of peon. So the salary of manager is 40,000 rupees. So write down salary of manager is 40,000. Then see the sentence. Manager's salary is 5 times that of peon. 5 times that of peon. If peon gets a salary of X rupees, what is the salary of manager? 5 times the salary of peon. So 5 times X. Either you can do like this way or any other way also you can do it. Manager's salary is 5 times that of peon. Then what about peon salary? Peon salary is equal to how much? 1 by 5 times of managers. Okay. Manager salary is given 40,000 and it is given the statement manager salary is 5 times that of peon. So if we find out peon salary, it should be 1 by 5 part of manager's salary. 1 by 5 part of manager's salary. So 1 by 5 part of what is manager's salary is given how much? 40,000. So 40,000 by 5. How much? 40 by 5 is how much? 8 and remains 80,000. 80,000 rupees is the salary of peon. So peon salary is 8,000. 5 times that of peon is 40,000. This is one method. In algebraic method you can see already told peon salaries we consider as X. Manager salary is 5 times that of peon. So we consider peon salary as X. So what about manager salary? 5 times that of peon salary. So 5 times that of peon. Peon salary considers X. So 5 times means 5x. And how much is 5x? That is 40,000. Okay. The value of 5x. Manager salary is 5 times that of peon. That is 40,000. So what is X? 40,000 by 5. We will get 40 by 5 is 8. So 8,000 rupees. Either you can do this way or 5 part of 1 by 5 part of peon salary. So 1 by 5 into 40,000. Otherwise you keep peon salary as X. Manager salary is 5 times that of peon salary. So peon salary is X, no? So 5 into X. So that value of 5x is how much? 40,000. That is given in the question. So value of X is 40,000 by 5. A number multiplied by 12 gives 756. What is the number? A number multiplied by 12 gives 756. You have to find out the number. So a particular number, if you multiply with the 12, what you will get? The answer is 756. So that number you have to find out. Number is equal to 756 by 12. Find out 756 by 12. 756 by 12. 7 6 are 72. So remainder is 3, 36. 12 3s are 36. So the answer is 63. So the number is multiplied by 12 is 756. What is the number? The number is 63. So 63 if you multiply with the 12, we will get 756. The same question you can do in another way also, that you try to do it. The travelers of a picnic split equally the 5,200 rupees spent. Each gave 1,300. How many travelers were there? So the total expense of the picnic is how much? 5,200. Each give how much? 1,300. How many travelers were there? The number of travelers you have to find out. So again, the total expense of the picnic cost is split equally, means equally they are divided, and the total expense given 5,200. Each gave 1,300 rupees. So number of travelers of a picnic multiplied by 1,300 is equal to 5,200. The total expense 5,200 rupees. Each give 1,300. You have to find out number of travelers. So number of travelers is equal to this 5,200 divided by 1,300. Okay, each give 1,300. The total expense is 5,200. So these zeros will be cancelled. 52 by 13. 52 by 13. How much you will get? 4. So the number of travelers are 4. So total expense is given. Each how much is given? 1,300. So total expense by the expense of single person. So how many passengers are there? How many travelers were there? There will be 4. If you want to find out the second method, number of travelers of a picnic, you have to find out. That considers number of travelers is equal to x. Okay, so number of travelers multiplied by how much they paid? 1,300. Each paid 1,300. Total expense they got 5,200. So what is x? 5,200 by 1,300. 0 0 will be cancelled. 52 by 13 you will get 4. And the answer is 4. A number divided by 21 gives 756. What is the number? A particular number divided by 21 gives 756. That number you have to find out. So 756, here it is division. If you come to the other side, it will be multiplication. So it is 756 into 21. That you find out. 756 multiplied by 21. We will get the answer. So the number divided by 21 gives 756. A particular number, if you divide with the 21, you will get 756. The number you have to find out. So 756 into division become multiplication. So 756 into 21. The answer will get 158.76. 15,876. You can do it in another way also. When a number is tripled and then 2 added, it become 50. What is the number? So a particular number is tripled, means it should be multiplied by 3. Then added 2. So 2 added, it become 50. An unknown number is multiplied by 3 and added 2 will get the answer as 50. We have to find out that unknown number. This is the meaning of the question. An unknown number first multiplied by 3, then added 2 will get 50. So to getting that number multiplied by 3 added 2 will get 50. So the number into 3 multiplied by 3 is equal to 50 minus 2 will get 48. So what is the number? Number is equal to 48. This division become, so multiplication become division. So the answer will get 16. So that unknown number is 16. We can do this question in the inversion method. This method is found out by Bhaskaracharya, an Indian mathematician. He described like this: to get the number, if we know the result, to change division to multiplication, multiplication to division, square root to square, positive numbers to negative number, and negative number to positive number. Here we know the result as 50. So we have to find out that unknown number, and we know already the result. So if we know the result, we can change division to multiplication, multiplication to division, addition to subtraction, subtraction to addition. So the reverse we have to take it. So that method is called the inversion. See the inversion method. Here we don't know the number. That unknown number multiplied by 3 will get some number. Then if it add 2 will get the answer as 50. An unknown number multiplied by 3 and added 2 will get 50. So the result we know. So we can do the reverse. What do you have to do? By according to the inversion method, addition become subtraction. So addition becomes subtraction. It is 50 minus 2. So what will get? The answer is 48. 50 minus 2, 48. So addition become subtraction. Next, multiplication become division. So 48 is divided by 3 will get 16. So 16 you have to write down it. So this is the way to find out the inversion method. See, an unknown number multiplied by 3 and added 2 will get 50. So the final result is 50. We have to find out the first number. So by the inversion method we have to take the reverse. So addition become subtraction. So 50 minus 2, how much? 48. Next, then again reverse of this, multiplication become division. So 3 should be divided. So 48 by 3 will get 16. So the original number is which one? 16. So 16 multiplied by 3 and added 2 will get 50. So in inversion method what you have to do? 50 you know. So take the reverse. So 50 minus 2 will get 48. Then multiplication become division. So 48 by 3 will get 16. Double the number and added 10 gives 100. You have to find out the number. Double means twice. Twice a number, then added 10 will get 100. So a particular number is multiplied by 2, then added 10 will get 100. So to the inversion, reverse. 100 minus 10 is 90. Then 90 by 2. 90 by 2 is 45. So a number is doubled and added 10 will get 100. Then do the inversion, take as reverse. Addition becomes subtraction. So 100 minus 10 will get 90. Then reverse of multiplication is division. 90 by 2, it is 45. When a number is tripled and 2 subtracted, it will become 40. What is the number? When a number is tripled, means 3 times you have to multiply, then subtracted 2, you will get 40. So you have to find out this unknown number. So the reverse, here it will become addition. So 40 plus 2, 42. Here the reverse is divided by 3. So 42 by 3 is how much? 14. So first one, 40 plus 2 will get 42. Then 42 is divided by 3 will get 14 is the answer. So 14 multiplied by 3, then subtracted 2, will get answer as 40. So the original number you have to find out as 14. The first number 14 you have to multiply with 3, then subtracted 2, will get result as 40. Tripled the number and added 3, become 15. What is the original number? So please do this question. Triple the number, then added 3, become 15. Reverse, minus 3. 15 minus 3, 12. 12 divided by 3 is 4. The original number is 4. Anita and her friends bought pens. For 5 pens bought together, they got a discount of 3 rupees and it cost them 32 rupees. Had they bought the pens separately, how much would each have to spend? They bought the pen and for 5 pens they got a discount of 3 rupees, and for the 5 pen they give 32 rupees. And if they bought it separately, so how much they have to pay? They bought it together, that's why they got the discount of 3 rupees. And if they without discount, what is the cost? What is the actual price of the pen? They got a discount of 3 rupees, okay, and they give 32. So 32 plus 3, 35 rupees. That is the actual price. And they bought it together, that's why they got a discount of 3 rupees. And they have paid only 32. So without discount, what is the answer? 35 rupees. If they had bought the pen separately, how much is the cost of each pen? So without discount, it is 35. They have bought how many pens? 5 pen they got. So divided by 5. So 35 by 5 is how much? 7 rupees. So that is the actual cost of the pen. They bought it together, that's why they got a discount of 3 rupees. So if they bought it separately, each pen we have to buy it for 7 rupees. The perimeter of a rectangle is 25 meters and one of its side is 5 meter. How many meters is the other side? How much is given the perimeter of rectangle? It is 25 meter. Then one side is given 5 meters. You have to find out the other side. So you know what is the perimeter? Perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into L plus B. What is given? That is 25. So L plus B is equal to 25 by 2. So sum of length and breadth is perimeter by 2. In this, one side is 5 meter. So L you consider as 5 meter plus B is equal to 25 by 2. So the other side B is equal to 25 by 2 minus 5. 5 will come that side. So keep the denominator same. So 25 minus 5 into 2 is equal to 25 minus 10 by 2 will get 15 by 2 meters. So for keeping the denominators, make it as same, you have to multiply up also. So 25 by 2 minus 5 into 2 by 2. That is why you got 25 minus 10 by 2 as 15 by 2. Half a number added to the number gives 111. What is the number? Half the number and that particular number again is added will get 111. If you consider the number as 1, so 1 plus 1 by 2, that answer is 111. So 1 plus 1 by 2 means 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 times a number is equal to 111. So what is the number? Number is equal to 111 into 2 by 3. Reverse, you have to take it. 2 by 3. So 111 over 111 you can divide by 3 because the last number is 1. So by 3 into 2 you can take. So if you divide by 3 you will get 37 into 2 will get 74. It is a multiple of 3, that is 37 into 3 is 111 and that should be multiplied by 2, will get the answer as 74. So a number and its half is added will get 111. So if you consider 1 plus 1 by 2 means 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 times a number is 111. So if for getting the number, you have to multiply with 2 by 3. So 111 by 3 is 37 into 2. So 37 into 2 is 74. Good morning students. Today we are doing the algebraic method. See the question. The perimeter of a rectangle is 80 meter and its length is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. What are its length and breadth? You know how to find out how to draw a rectangle, and so you can see in a rectangle this is the breadth, this is the length. Then the perimeter is given 80, means the total length of this rectangle is 80. Then is given a clue like this: length is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. Length is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. What are its length and breadth? You have to find out the length and breadth. They given a clue like this: the length should be 1 meter more than twice the breadth. So you can consider breadth as x. Then what about length? Length is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. 1 meter more than twice the breadth. So you can write length as 2x plus 1. 1 meter more than twice the breadth. X is the breadth. So length is given 2x plus 1 and breadth is taken as x. Then this already given perimeter is 80 meter. What is the equation of finding out perimeter for a rectangle? What is that? Perimeter is equal to 2 into L plus B. For finding out the perimeter of a rectangle, you should use this equation: 2 into L plus B. Here breadth is x, length is 2x plus 1 together, and it is given perimeter as 80 meter. So 2 into L plus B is 80. What is L? L is this one and B is x. So 2 into 2x plus 1, that is the length, plus breadth is how much? X is equal to 80. So this is the length, this is the breadth. So 2 into 2x plus 1 plus x is equal to 80. You can write it together. Then 2x plus x is how much? That is 3x. So 3x plus 1 is equal to 80. This 2 we can divide it here. So 3x plus 1 is equal to 80. Here it is multiplication. It's taken to the other side of the equal. So it should be division. So 3x plus 1 is equal to 80 by 2. What is 80 by 2? It is 40. So 3x plus 1 you got as 40. Then what about 3x? 40 plus 1 become minus 1 here. So it should be 39. So the value of 3x is 39. What about x? It is 39 divided by 3. So how much? It is 13. So the value of x is 13. What is x? It is the breadth of the rectangle. We are already taken here breadth as x meters. Okay, so the breadth you got as 13. Next you have to find out which one. The length you have to find out. Length is how much? Length you already wrote. It is 1 more than twice the breadth. So 2x plus 1 is the length. So equate the value of x as 13. Here x is equal to 13. So 2 into 13 plus 1. So 2 into 13 is 26 plus 1 we will get 27. So the length is given as 27 meters. Breadth is given as 13 meters. Okay, so that is the answer. The length is 27 meter. Breadth is equal to 13 meter. And you check it is correct or not. Length is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. That means twice the breadth means 13 into 2, it is 26 plus 1 more than that. Okay, 1 1 meter more than twice the breadth. So 2 into 13 plus 1 will get 27. So that is the relation. So you got length as 27, the breadth as 13. So from this we have to find out length is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. Take breadth as x, then length is equal to 2x plus 1. How you got 2x plus 1? Using this sentence you have to write in mathematical form. Length is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. Then perimeter is given. Using the equation of perimeter you have to equate it. Then you have to substitute and finally you have to find out the value of breadth and length. Same like the previous question is there in page number 38. A 10 meter long rod is to be bent to make a rectangle. Its length should be 1 meter more than the breadth. What should be the length and breadth? This you try to do it. Page number 38. See the second question. From a point on a line, another line is to be drawn such that the angles on one side is 50 degree more than the angles on the other side. How much is the smaller angle? From a point on a line. So this is the point, we can write as C. So from C, draw another line, keep it as D. Then the angle on one side is 50 degree more than angle on the other side. Angle on one side is 50 degree more than the angle on the other side. If other side you consider as x, so this angle is how much? X plus 50 degree. So you consider this angle as x, the other angle should be more than 50. So x plus 50 degree. Here the smaller angle is BCD, angle BCD, and the larger angle is ACD. In the question you have to find out how much is the smaller angle. So the smaller angle you consider as x. So smaller angle is x. And what about the larger angle? See the question. The larger angle is 50 degree more than the smaller angle. So x plus 50. So x plus 50 is a larger angle and smaller angle is x. Then you see here, if these two angles are added, what is the speciality of this one? These are the linear pairs. And what is the sum of linear pairs? That is 180. That means this angle and this angle is added, you will get the sum as 180. So you can write the smaller angle plus the larger angle, x plus 50 is equal to how much? Smaller angle plus the larger angle is equal to 180 degree, because this is the sum of linear pairs. So x plus 50 is 180. Remove the bracket and write x plus 50 is 180. So 50 should come this side. X plus x, how much? The variables are added 1 plus 1, so it is 2x. X plus x is 2x. 2x is equal to 180 minus 50. How much? It is 130. So the value of 2x is 130. What about x? It is 130 by 2. It is how much? 65 degree each. So we got the value of x as 65. What is x? That is a smaller angle. So the value of x is 65 degree. Then what about larger angle? Larger angle is 50 degree more than the smaller angle. So 50 degree more than the smaller angle. Smaller angle is how much? 65 degree plus 50. How much? It is 115. 115 degree is the larger angle. So if you add it, 115 plus 65 is 180. So both are linear pairs. So take the smaller angle as x, the larger angle is x more than 50. Then the sum of these two angles is how much? 180. Sum of angle is 180 because it is linear pair. Linear pair. Sum of angle is 180 degree. Then so add the variables. So 2x will get and 50 will come this side. So 2x is equal to 130 because 180 minus 50 is 130 and 130 by 2 is 65. The smaller angle is 65 got, the larger angle become 115. The price of a book is 4 rupees more than price of a pen. The price of pencil is 2 rupees less than the price of the pen. The total price of 5 books, 2 pens and 3 pencils is 74 rupees. What is the price of each? Price of book is 4 rupees more than the price of pen. Price of pencil is 2 rupees less than the price of pen. And the total price of 5 book, 2 pen and 3 pencil is 74. And you have to find out the price of pencil, book and pen. Here the price of the book and the price of pencil is compared with the price of the pen. Price of the book and price of the pencil is compared with the price of the pen. So you can take x as the price of the pen. So the price of the pen is taken as x rupees. And what about the price of the book? Price of the book is 4 rupees more than the price of the pen. So 4 rupees more than the price of the pen. So it is x plus 4. That is the price of the book. Then what about the price of the pencil? The price of the pencil is 2 rupees less than the price of the pen. 2 rupees less than the price of the pen. This is value of pen, value of book, value of pencil. And it is given that the total price of 5 book, 2 pen and 3 pencil is 74 rupees. So next we have to write that. So the total price of 5 book, 2 pencil and 5 book, 2 pen and 3 pencil is 74. Then what we have to do? We have to equate for the books. The value of book is x plus 4. Value of pen is x and the value of pencil is x minus 2. So 5 into books. Books is how much? X plus 4 plus 2 into pen. Pen is x plus 3 pencils. The value of pencil is x minus 2. So 3 into x minus 2 is equal to how much? 74 rupees. So total price of 5 book, 2 pen and 3 pencil is 74 rupees. So remove the bracket. 5 into x, 5x plus 5 into 2, 4 is 20 plus 2x plus 3 into x, 3x minus 3 into 2, it is 6, is equal to 74. So the variables write together, the numbers are on the other side. So 5x plus 2x plus 3x plus 20 minus 6 is equal to 74. 5x plus 2x is 7x. 7x plus 3x is 10x. Then 20 minus 6 is minus 14 is equal to 74. So what is the value of 10x? 10x is equal to 74 plus 14. There is a change. 20 minus 6 is not minus 14, is plus 14. 20 minus 6 is plus 14. So plus 14 will come the other side. So it is 74 minus 14 will get 60. So the value of 10x is 60. What about x? 60 by 10 is equal to 6. So what is x? X is the value of pen. So the value of pen is equal to x is equal to 6 rupees. Then what about pencil? Pencil is equal to x minus 2. How much? 6 minus 2, 4 rupees. Then what about the price of the book? Book is equal to 4 rupees more than the 4 rupees more than the pen. So it is 6 plus 4 is equal to 10 rupees. So pen having 6 rupees, pencil having 4 rupees and book having 10 rupees.